Steve, you know I'm a big grandstander, and I'm going to keep this super, super short for you. On behalf of the City of Rapid City, the City Council, and the citizens, I'd like to thank you for your service as our mayor.
Listen, thanks. I've been drawing a lot of attention to myself here lately. I've given a few good bye speeches already. I'm not going to bore you with all of that. I'm going to spend my time saying this. This is a worthy organization, and city government is a worthy cause. In fact, it's the worthiest and the most noble of all of the elected officials, in my view. Because our constituents are the same people we go shopping with and that we see driving down the streets every single day. And I can tell you, and if this isn't already happening to Jason, he's going to find out in quick order. If he's doing things right, people will feel plenty comfortable coming up and putting their arm around him in a store and walking through the aisles with him and telling him all their problems, telling him about what needs to be done. And that's the type of community interaction that no one will ever have with the President of the United States. They'll never have with the governor. They'll rarely have with a congressman or senator. They can have, in some cases, in certain districts with our legislators, maybe our county commissioners, but for certain, the council members of a municipality and the mayor of a municipality have the most contact, the most word exchanges. And you know, to me that's an honor. And you know, people have asked me, you know, when I get recognized in public and someone wants to talk, they say, "Isn't that annoying?" And I say, "No, it should be annoying if no one wants to ever talk to you. They took the time to elect you, but they won't approach you in place." Now, granted, I've been publicly spoken to. Trying to think of the right word, counseled by citizens on 3 different occasions. Twice my wife was with me. Once was at a restaurant where we were eating dinner and some gentleman came up and stood by us while our food got cold and told us about the potholes and how there are too many potholes and why don't we fix potholes and on and on and on and on. And I smiled and listened to him, and you know, then my wife didn't quite understand why that had to happen there. Another time when my wife and I were walking downtown, and a gentleman started following us, talking to us about potholes, and how potholes were horrible, and potholes. And the third time, I was by myself, but I was approached by a woman in Lowe's, and she said, "I need to talk to you about the roads, and you should stop allowing so much road construction because it's too hard to drive in this town with all the barricades and that sort of thing." So I think that explains all in one little story what public service is. It's about trying to make, it's by trying to do the right thing and hoping that makes a majority or a good share of the people happy at one given time. But there is no way to make everyone happy at some time. If I've been doing my job correctly, you've probably agreed with me on some things, and you probably disagreed with me on some things. But you've likely never publicly ridiculed me and you over those differences. This is American government, and this is a very intimate form of American government, which I respect greatly. Your next mayor, Jason Solomon, is going to do a fine job. He's an approachable man. He's a man of good moral character. He's got a good background, and most importantly, at this point in my career, what I think is most importantly is that he's got the energy, and he's got the drive and the will to do this job. And I see a lot, when I look at him, I see myself 8 years ago. I felt the same way. I wanted to change the world. I wanted to come in here and face everything